Let's talk weather once again with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy the Good. Jeremy, look, if we're not going to have snow during the winter, at least we have some sunshine. It was nice to see the sun today.
Listen, man, I got my mountain bike out this past weekend. Been a couple months. Thought my bike was dead. Turns out it's me. I'm just really out of mountain bike shape. But
it happens.
I gave up on winter, got on the bike. It's kind of nice.
I know. I'm kind of there. Like, I guess we're just not going to have winter.
One guy did call in.
Yeah.
He called the station and he said, hey, if you guys are going to talk about mountain biking, remind people that if the trails are kind of soupy, slushy, your tires are sinking in, turn around, leave. It'll make for better mountain biking all summer. So,
yeah, don't tear up the local trails.
Don't tear up the local trails. The lower portion of Sakani is pretty good. I was out this past weekend before the rain, and we didn't go up too high just because you know where that line is if you're out there a lot. Just kind of stayed below. You can play around on some of that lower mountain stuff, and it is pretty good. It's February as well, which is crazy. We are kind of going into a little bit of a freeze-thaw cycle, so all my mountain bikers out there, just know that does tend to make things a little more complicated as well. We do have some changes in the forecast later this week, and it amounts to rain on Saturday and Sunday. Right now, it's not a great chance. It dropped a little since we last talked about this, and it's basically because the storms look more like the kind that will bring moisture to the mountains, but not necessarily down low. Clouds build Thursday and Friday, but tomorrow winds up a downright gorgeous day, all thanks to a couple of storms that are around us, but not hitting us. Our atmospheric trough is massive. All winter long, I've been talking about a crazy ridge. This is kind of trying to be one, but still, look at that big U shape in the atmosphere. The U shape is what wins out. Tomorrow's beautiful, gorgeous. Thursday, it kind of tries to turn into this weak little dirty ridge thing. I think for that reason, we could wake up to a couple of spots of very patchy, isolated fog Thursday morning, but it doesn't look to be too prevalent because we've dried out the atmosphere, especially in the low portions of the atmosphere, quite well, unless you're down in Pullman and Moscow, where you picked up an incredible amount of rain this past weekend. Then, by the time we get to the weekend, here's our disturbance. Saturday, most of it's up in the mountains, but it is all snow up high this go round. Snow levels drop dramatically from where they've been these past few storms. Next little wave, Sunday, and then we start to dry out, maybe even see a little more sunshine as we move into the early part of next week. Right now, we're not going to put those sunshine icons on there just yet, so let's talk the now. Sunny tomorrow, 46, but with a morning low of 28, it is going to be very hard to get there. If we didn't drop below freezing, I think 50 would be easy tomorrow. Clouds build Thursday, Friday, and then by Saturday, showers return. And by Sunday, we might see a couple of snowflakes mixing in, maybe. It's wishful thinking, but maybe.